Hi, today we're going to go over a competitive king-queen of the court drill with a bump. This is great with 6 to 8 players. Today I'm going to be showing you what it looks like with 8 on a court. So let's get started. First thing I like to do is split our court into 2 halves. And we're going to have a bottom half and we're going to have a top half. And I've got those labeled there. And this works really nice with 2 feeders. If you have that option, I highly recommend it. What it does is it just cuts down on a lot of dead time. When a point is over, it's a quick clear of the court, and then you can fire off, a new ball. You can do this without 2 feeders. I think you get more hits in, per minute, per hour, when you have a couple feeders here. So the people up here are going to be our challengers, and then down here, red is going to be our king or queen. And so I've said before that, when I feed the ball, I like to kind of step into the alley there just so I have a better angle on the ball. If I'm too far off the court, then that angle ends up being a little too sharp, and then it makes it much more difficult for our player. Now, this is competitive, so players are trying to win the point. However, I like for them to be cooperative on the first 2 hits. So I feed the ball to purple. Right after I feed, I just kind of step off. Now purple is going to cooperatively hit it to red, and red is going to return it back cooperatively as well. After that, it's fair game. Anything goes. Now they're playing to win the point. They can go to the net, they can hit it a little harder, lob it, slice it, whatever they want to do. What I just don't want is, for after the feed, for purple to just haul off and whale it on that very first hit. I want them, to at least practice a little bit of consistency. The same thing is happening over on this side. So our feeder is going to feed it to black. Black cooperatively hits it to blue, and blue hits it cooperatively back to black before the point officially starts. Now the goal here, what these players are trying to do, is get to the top spot. So let's focus on this side first. So purple here, they're trying to win 2 points in a row against red. If they can do that, they're going to jog all the way over to this side, and they're going to take red's spot, and then red is going to jog all the way to the back of the line here, just like that. So if purple does it, purple comes here, and red goes all the way to the end of the line, and now everybody shifts up, and now yellow is the one that is going to get the next feed. And the same thing is happening on our top half. It's just flipped. So this is our challenger side on the bottom, and then our king or queen is right there with blue. Now, what's the difference between the bottom and the top? Well, players in this position here, when they are the king or queen on the bottom half, they're trying to bump up and get to the top half. Now, there's a couple ways you can set this up. One way to do it is to just simply have purple try to win 3 in a row. If they win 3 points in a row, then what they would say is bump. They would jog over here, and they would actually change spots with whomever is in line, whoever's last in line there. So in this case, it would be orange. So purple wins 3 in a row, purple comes on over, and purple is now a challenger on the top half, and orange is now the king or queen on the bottom half. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to make it just 3 points total. So, they could win a point, they could lose a point, win a point, lose a point, and then if they win that third one, that could be enough to then bump up. It just kind of depends. You might want to do 3 total if you feel like things are a little too stagnant and there's not a lot of rotating going on. This way it makes it a little easier to bump up. But if you want it to really be challenging and players have to really earn the right to get up to that top half, 3 in a row is a good way to go there. Like I said too, you can do this without a feeder. And so if that is the case, if I remove our 2 feeders here, what we would do is have our challenger start the ball off. They would feed it, and then kind of the same rules apply where that first ball is cooperative. Orange in this case would hit it cooperatively back, and then it's game on. Yellow can do what they want with it. So you definitely have some options here. And like I said, this is set up for 8 players. I think it works really nicely with 6 players, 7 players. If you go below, I mean, it doesn't really work if you go below 6. And then if you have more than 8, it's a bit too much, almost, too many cooks in the kitchen there. So 8 is kind of a nice number to get a lot of action, a lot of rotation, a lot of variety. I've done this for a number of years, and I really like this drill. So I highly recommend it. So give it a shot, and good luck.